You know, I've put a lot off in my life. The short time that I have had on this earth, that hasn't been very long. It's been a good time, but it hasn't been that long. And I've already figured out that I've put a lot more off than I actually should have. I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to this, especially nowadays with things moving so fast, whether that's technology, money, prices, people, just everything is always going on. Something's always going on, and it can be very stressful, and it can put a lot of anxiety in your head, especially when it comes to starting something. Now, this can be anything. Of course, to everybody it's different, but you know, I'm sure some of us have some similarities. It can be really big things like, you know, a job, school, whatever, or maybe even littler things like reading a book or starting a TV series. But you know, from both those options, from both outlooks, whether you're starting a new job, a better job, school, whatever, those are going to benefit you in life in the future. But at the same time, if, for example, starting a book, starting a TV show, watching a movie you want to watch, just getting started and not putting it off, that's also going to make you happy, enjoyment. And that's something I feel like a lot of people also nowadays forget to give themselves. Sometimes you need to sit down and do something you enjoy. This can even be passions. For example, if you want to start a YouTube channel, if you want to start a streaming channel, if you want to start your own business, just you need to just start though. So for me personally, I put off going to school for a long time. I put off doing just a lot of passions. And if I would have started these things 3-4 years ago, then I would have probably be in a lot better place, a lot more comfortable place right now. Don't get me wrong, I'm very thankful for everything I have. My life is not bad at all. I have a very comfortable, great life. But at the same time, I feel like I could be more. And that's also a thought that kind of haunts me. You know, I'd be laying in bed, staring at my ceiling fan some nights. Not trying to get all dramatic, but I mean, sometimes you're just like, I feel like I could have did this different, this could be better, I could be better, etc. And I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that feel the exact same way. But I think what I'm trying to really convey in this video is you're never going to know if you don't actually start. So you're never going to know if that was a good TV show, if that was a good movie, if you don't start it and watch it. You're never going to know if you're going to be successful in school or your new job or whatever it may be if you never start it. At the end of the day, you learn a lot more from your fails than you do your successes. Criticism is always worth much more than compliments. That's something I see a lot nowadays as well. Somebody gets criticism and they take it as hate. So that word gets thrown around so much nowadays when it's not actually what it is. You know, like, I mean, if somebody straight up comments or like says something, you know, like, you're trash, you're ugly, you're terrible, like that, yeah, that could be hate, but people will get hate confused with criticism. So some people might say, hey man, this is good, but I think you could do this better, or this needs some work, you could switch this around. People would be like, wow, he's hating on me. That is criticism. And criticism will always be worth a lot more than compliments. If somebody says, hey, great job, I'm like, all right, great, thank you. But if somebody says, good, but you could do this better, I love that. Because everybody just says good job your whole life. You're never really truly going to learn to do something fully right. So honestly, take this video as your sign. If you're seeing this pop up on your recommended page or wherever, take this as your sign. Whatever it may be. School, job, passion, hobby. If it even comes to, you know, a significant other that you're hesitating about, you're never gonna know if you don't start.
Color coded just to keep